This is our first time back since, I mean, we've gone to Comerica hundreds of times, but I was always told them if we get early enough to a game, let's come down here and play some catch. So we came right back, and this was the first stop on the way here. Before we even peed, we came here first to throw a ball.
We're having a Ernie Harwell memory here at the corner. I've been here in '76 to watch Mark Bird Fidrich pitch Monday Night Ball against the Yankees.
Right.
Howard Cosell. All the Yankees had left-handed batters, and Fidrich was on fire that year. He won the game 5-1 with the interview.
Is with us tonight. Mark, I've never seen anything like this in my life tonight, and I know it's a very emotional moment for you.
Hell yeah. I mean, 48,000 people coming out to see Detroit pitch. I said we couldn't have given a better show, you know?
Were you ever worried about the Yankees tonight? I know we talked to you earlier. You said, well, you weren't worried about the Yankee ball club. It doesn't look like you ever worry about anybody.
Well, I don't know. Everything's just new to me, so I just coming out as hard as I can come out at people. And then I have the D. Those guys are doing 2/3 the work, and I'm only doing 1/3 by pitching, you know? They got me to runs and all that other stuff, and the people come out and draw it and get my adrenaline flowing. What can I ask? I couldn't ask for no much more.
You know, you found a home here in Detroit. You got these fans here tonight. They have been outstanding. You know, I've never seen a ball game like this, Mark. You know, in the ninth inning of this ball game tonight, nobody had left this ballpark.
That's because we were winning. You know, I mean, these guys are doing it all. You know, I just, you know, I love it.
Thank you, Bob. Once again, the final score.
There's something else. Plus, Lou Whitaker in '84 during batting practice hit a ball. You scan out here to Brooks Lumber. Now, for a little guy like that to do that in batting practice, and for me to see the ball land on Trumbull was just incredible. So I think everybody that sees this film should be here just to relive it. You will have goosebumps because Ty Cobb was here, folks. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the Lou Whitaker right there.
Genuinely remember walking through the tunnels and saying a little prayer to God that one day I might be able to play on this grass. And then from every game I saw from the late 80s, and I was 4 years old, it's probably the earliest memory I have now that I'm 28 years old. And just coming here back for the last game of the year was the craziest time of all my life. I think forever it built me as a Tigers fan because I was so little when it was just built within me. So it's a part of my core here right now because of the stadium, because of how on top of you were on things and how close you were to the individuals. You don't find that at a park anymore where you can watch Randy Johnson warm up on the mound 2 inches away from you because of how close they set up the park. And I don't know, it just felt like a second home, especially when you get it in the Tiger blood in you that early. It was the best place in the world that I ever remember going to. I think my favorite time at that time was Robert Fick because he hit the walk-off grand slam almost, so that was awesome.
Remember, Al told him he'd hit a home run today.
Oh! And he did! There she goes! And it is on the roof! Robert Fick, a grand slam that hits the roof and comes back. K-Line called it. Oh! How do you like that? Look at these flash bulbs. What a moment.
It's neat to be here again because it's been a long time since I come up here to a game for here at the old park. Just being able to sit close to the field. You know, I mean, when you sit in the upper deck here, it felt like you was sitting on top of the field. It was great. I loved it. Alan Trammell, that was my favorite player. It was fun to come up and watch.
Same thing that he said. You'd think it would be a huge stadium. It just looks like a little park now, but you're so used to it being just a huge complex. It's a whole different feel. Kirk Gibson, Loved watching him play when I was growing up.
Through Gate A, the Plaza Gate, here in the Tiger Stadium. So why would you even come here?
Well, I mean, a lot of the great folks played here, and it's kind of a historic Detroit place to go. And I really like how the fans have kept up the field, and it shows their commitment and their kind of sportsmanship. That there's a group of like really committed folks that want to keep this field alive and keep it open for folks to use.
Right.
I think we both came here when we were younger and watched games, and it's cool they keep the field up where it used to be. First came here, I saw the Yankees, so that was pretty cool when I was about 7 years old. And came here with my dad, so and they came here and saw a lot of great players too, so that's why we stopped by and check it out before the game today.
A little young, but I do remember watching it on TV.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a big Tigers fan, so I grew up watching. Yeah, go Tigers.
Memory is I was here '87 when they clinched it against Toronto, when they won all them games at the end of the season, and Frank Tanana was pitching. They won 1-0 last game of the season to clinch the playoffs, and that's my sitting in the bleachers. I was a bleacher creature from back in the day. Always sat in the center field bleachers and love this old stadium. My dad used to take me here when I was a kid, and I've been a Tiger fan ever since. Back in the day, I got to go with my man, Senor Smoke. Aurelio Lopez, that was my boy. Love that guy. Rest in peace, Aurelio.
My memory is taking the bus down here. The bus used to come right down my street on Gardner Street here in Southwest Detroit. And I'd catch it right at the corner of my house as a little kid with my grandpa too, and come down here and walk through this gate. It's a fresh smell of peanuts. Oh, the fresh smell of peanuts. But there's been many memories down here, you know. It's like I said, sitting in the bleachers, caught a couple balls in this stadium. Just always was a great stadium. That's why we came down here right now. We're just coming down here before going to the game right now. And go Tigers. Hopefully they'll win the World Series this year. But, you know, I wish they would do something with this. I wish they would build something great here again, because this is a great piece of land.
Favorite player?
My favorite player? Jack Morris.
Yep.
I like Jack Morris. And I like Kurt Gibson, though, too.
Yep.
Kurt Gibson had some feist to him, so you had to love Kurt.